We've got Billy, who said morning from Texas. Jack Sultan, what an incredible scene to be a part of every single day. You're spot on there. Stephen, you've also said good morning from Michigan. Hello, Kathy Lee. Happy Sunday Fun Day, Taylor. That's a mouthful of words. I reckon I couldn't say that more than twice. And yeah, that's it for now. But we'll get some more people who will be joining shortly, I'm sure. I mean, what could be better than just lounging around on a Sunday? Maybe you're cooking breakfast. If you live in Hoedspruit, you might be ready to get into the pool. It's such a beautiful day, except it's a little bit on the windy side. But that's pretty much what these animals are going to do. Yo, look at the water. Look at how much the water level has dropped since yesterday. Is it just me? Or do you guys also think so? I hope you're all taking screenshots of this. This is so beautiful. Make a nice desktop background. And also, the more and more you stare at the giraffes, you can just sort of see how each of them have their own unique patterns. Some lighter, some darker than others. Oh, wouldn't this be great if they all put their heads down at the same time? Over here, the fork-tailed drongos chatting away. That's not on the camera. That's actually just from the garden. Oh, wow. This is quite the standoff. That is a secretary bird on the left. Look, even the oryx are quite curious about it. This is awesome. This is a nice one to add to the list. It's the first secretary bird I've seen since hosting live at the Waterhole. They used to be my favorite bird species for a very, very long time, but then I just didn't see them every now and then, and I fell in love with white-crested helmet shrikes. I've also never seen a secretary bird come down to have a drink of water before, which I suspect is what's going to happen. Look how tall they are. They're very intimidating birds. I mean, beautiful, graceful. I would not want to mess with one, though. Extremely long beak, very sort of slender head, and with its white plumage, it's an African sacred ibis. So that's the black and white one. We of course see the hardy-dar ibis. You can also get the glossy ibis, and then if you're really lucky, the southern bald ibis. That's a difficult one to find. African sacred ibis down on the left, and the adult Egyptian geese on guard, while the goslings have a nap in the shade. I saw some of them in the shade. These are elephant dung as well, just to the right of them. Maybe that will give you an indication of how big the goslings are. But they've changed so much every day. They're just growing. And it won't be too long, just a few more weeks before they look exactly like the adults. You can hear the Egyptian geese now. Black-snake lapwings, none of the birds are happy. Perhaps they too picked up on the scent of that lion, maybe even saw movement that we couldn't see. is that another one? I think it might be that same family group we keep seeing. I like that the goslings don't seem to be too worried at all. And there he goes. We'll just keep following him. It looks like there's another one that's drinking. Very thirsty cat. Okay, well that explains why the birds were so panicky from earlier. Also, picking up on those sort of subtle signs can help you in finding wildlife, especially predators. You have a panicked zebra in the background too. And one of the lionesses before with the collar. And that looks like the mother of the 3 cubs that we keep seeing. Very easy to identify her. She looks quite slim though. They are able to digest food fairly quickly. They could also be doing that thing that predators like to do in dry season. It's just linger around the water holes, hoping that some prey will come around. And they go back down the same pathway every single time. It's not often that they're going to do something like that either. Must have been a kill. It's an ostrich. It's a male ostrich too. Look at his dark black feathers. Doesn't have his breeding plumage on and doing what ostriches just do best, pecking. Pecking for anything on the ground. Has anyone not seen an ostrich before? Is this the first time you're seeing one? But now that it's turned a different direction, you can sort of see slight pinkish coloration on the legs and its head. Around its beak. Gosh, the other day we did a whole thing on bird anatomy, and here I go not being able to find my words. We're going to blame it on the antihistamines. Oh, hello, zebra. Ostriches are such tall birds too. You don't really realize how big they are until you come face to face with one. Also, very dangerous. Many people get killed by ostriches every single year with their velociraptor-like toes. Loads of elephants. Oh, now we've got a male and female ostrich. A nice comparison. A bit of an optical illusion because it looks like the ostrich are just as tall as the elephants. That's not really the case. But thank you very much for joining. Thank you so much for your questions and comments. And I will see you in a little bit. I'll be back at Juma next weekend. So big thank you from me. Cheerio. Bye-bye. Have a great Sunday.